So it's no Audi A8, but I can load way bigger packages in my transporter.
The VW transporter line has been around since 1950. Back then it was the Kombi and the commercial, essentially the first panel van. 70 years on and they have facelifted the 6th generation, which now includes the single and double cab pickup, panel van, crew bus, caravel and California. But it's the Kombi we all know and love best. Now, where the Beetle was intended to be the car for the people, I think the Kombi rightfully deserves that honour. The make love not war poster car, we all have our Kombi stories. It was my school bus, my ice cream truck, my searching for surfmobile, and people have just always loved it because it is so bloody useful for transporting goods of all kinds, suitable for home, work and play.
And the transporter is delivering a very important package.
Tasked with conceptualizing, producing and shooting the Golf 8 GTI Digital Premier, we needed a crew bus for the shoot, and if ever there was an application best suited for the Kombi, it was this one.
From there, I'm going to start real low on the ground. I'm going to sweep it all the way to the ground, actually compact it.
And that's it, guys. We're done.
But let's get back to the Kombi. Being a refresh, the styling changes are subtle. Most noticeable is the revised grille, which now integrates with the new bumper, and the 2 chrome strips linking the new headlights, halogen in our case, through the VW badging. The Trendline Plus will get you LED lights. Bumpers are color-coded across the range, as are the park sensors front and rear, and the rear view camera, important with the vehicle this size. The entry level runs on 16-inch alloys, while our high-powered Trendline and Trendline Plus run on 17s. All models now also come with VW's composition color infotainment system with a 6.5-inch touchscreen and 2 USB Type-Cs for connectivity. The 3-spoke multifunctional steering wheel is also new, but the dash is a pretty traditional analog display. You'll get digital in the Caravel. The Trendline makes do with manual climate control throughout the cabin, but bizarrely the controls for the rear you'll only find up front. I really like the angular dash detailing and layout, which seems to float thanks to the two-tone finish. And as far as cloth seats go, well, these are very retro. But the Kombi is all about space and practicality. Accessing the third row is easy, and with roller blinds and individual air vents throughout, keeping those packages with a pulse in comfort is assured. But they certainly won't be charged up. Only one 12-volt charging socket, no USBs, 0 cup holders, and no airbags. Not cool for a passenger transporter.
Unlock the Kombi at night and be dazzled by interrogation-style lighting. Now what's really cool, when I've got big cumbersome packages to load in my transporter, having a low load bay like this makes things super easy. And then obviously it's a massive door, and for the shorties they're never going to reach, but with this grip handle, sealing the package is easy. The Kombi is offered in two trim lines, the Trendline and the Trendline Plus, but essentially you do have three models to choose from, because Volkswagen's tried and tested 2-litre turbo diesel engine is offered in two different power outputs in the Trendline. You get a 81 kilowatt 250 newton meter 5-speed manual version, and then the 110 kilowatt 340 newton meter Kombi that is paired to their very popular 7-speed DSG transmission. The range-topping Trendline Plus is powered by a bi-turbo 2-litre diesel, also paired to the 7-speed DSG, but this time driving all four wheels. And you've got a really impressive 146 kilowatts and 450 newton meters. That's probably the one that Frank Martin would opt for. But if it was my money, I would choose the one that we're driving in, the 110 kilowatt Trendline, because you really in this application don't need more oomph, and you certainly don't need the full motion. So they've managed to eke out some more performance. The kilowatts are up by 7 and the torque is up by 20 newton meters. And as always with diesels, it's about how it delivers that power, and what I've really appreciated is that the 340 newton meters are available consistently from 1500 RPM right up to 3000. Because it's paired to that super smooth DSG transmission, you don't even realize all the work that's being done, but it makes it very drivable. Standard cruise control has really come in handy on the long open road stretches. What I've really loved, they've got these dual armrests, so getting yourself into a super comfortable position is just oh so easy. This true command driving position ensures I've got fantastic visibility if I need to take evasive action, avoiding potholes. But for the first time, they've also introduced an electromechanical steering wheel to the transporter range, so the steering inputs are a lot more direct and precise. And with them uprating the chassis, you've got a Kombi that is a lot more agile, actually. And yes, comfort levels are also improved. A real killer for the minibus, crosswinds. Well, VW have introduced some new safety features, crosswind assist being one of them. Essentially, it automatically activates the minute you go over 80 kilometers an hour, and using the vehicle's stability control system, it actually is making minute adjustments using the braking system. So the minute it picks up you're being pushed offline, the track is changing from the crosswind, it makes these little adjustments to keep you in the lane. Do you notice it? No, you don't. But that is a sign of a good safety system. You know what I really love? With the double sliding doors, it makes it so easy to shoot out of. But now how about I tell you what I don't like? Driver access is really difficult because there's no grip handle here. And even on the passenger side, it would be so much better if the handle was put on the A-pillar. So access is not the easiest. Yes, there are plenty of storage areas in the Kombi, but they are finished in hard plastic. So the minute you put anything in there, your keys, your mobile phone, it goes sliding around. And this is something I've complained about before with Volkswagen. The Caddy was the last time. I mean, how difficult would it be to put in removable rubber mats? Really? Think about it.
So of course it is not perfect, but what car is? But I think what VW have done in terms of how they have positioned the Kombi within their T-Series range is well thought out, and it's actually also very competitively priced when you look at what else is offered on the market from Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai and Ford. But if you are looking for something that is more car-like, I think Kia's Grand Sedona is always going to be at the top of my list. So delivering my package has seen me cover 2,500 kilometers of the best and worst roads on offer in South Africa. We've been beaten by sunshine, hail and rain. I have been uploading and offloading camera equipment, luggage and my crew. So it's become really easy for me to understand how the Kombi has earned its legendary status, and along with the Caravelle has been a bestseller for the past 60 years.